Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Monday Morning Podcast for Monday, March 14th, 2016. How you doing? How's it going? How are you? Oh, look at you. Wow, you look great. Did you lose a few? Is that a new blouse? What did you do? You did something different. Is there anything worse than watching somebody do that? You know, coming up and they take the two women meet, right? And they grab each other by both hands, right? And then they look at you, and they fucking hold their hands out. I think I've talked about this before. Look at you. What are you doing? You know, secretly hating the woman because she looks better. You know? Why can't you be like guys? We just look at each other, that guy's a pussy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, Billy fucking Cuisine over here. I wanted to try to make gnocchi this week, or gnocchi, however the fuck you're supposed to pronounce it. Doesn't seem too fucking hard, right? So anyways, we got these old pants, right? Like everything in my life, it's fucking old, right? I'm old and everything I own is old because I bought it when I was young. So I guess the Teflon or whatever the no shit, well, whatever, it had scraped off over the years and was flaking up, and somebody told my lady that it was getting in our food. So now, of course, oh my God, we got to get rid of it. We're going to get cancer. You know, we're eating Teflon fucking omelets, evidently. I don't know. I didn't taste it. My fucking omelets are they're delicious. I didn't feel any, crunchy. Like, wait a minute, what was that? Was that onions or was that part of the frying pan? I can't tell. It's such a similar taste. Eggs and parts of the frying pan. You know, I don't know. I figure, with the amount of boozing I do, whatever that Teflon that went to my system got eaten up by my liquid diet, right? But whatever. So now we got to go get a fucking frying pan. So I go, all right, we have one nice one, and then we had like 3 shit ones. So the 3 shit ones, I guess, were giving us cancer because someone who isn't a doctor saw the pans and told us that was what was happening. So we threw those out. So I'm sure those are going to be fucking hitting some octopus on the fucking head when they dump it into the ocean soon enough. And now I'm going to go buy some more, right? I already had what I needed, and I threw it out, so now I got to go buy some more, right? Classic fucking capitalism. That's how it works. That's how we keep it going. That's how we keep the plate spinning. You go out, you buy what you need, and then when you have it, you throw it out, and then you rebuy it. And the second people stop doing that, this whole country goes down the shitter. That's it. That's how simple it is. All these fucking stupid terrorists over there, who think they got to come over here and bomb us. All they got to do is just start sending leaflets over here telling us not to buy stuff. Hey, wait. You already own that. You don't need to buy that. Keep the money. Treat yourself. Put your feet up. Don't go to the mall. Relax. Just send, propaganda like we used to in the wars, right? We drop little leaflets. I would love to read one of those. Has anybody got any fucking pictures of those wartime leaflets to try to get people? Like, I don't understand how the fuck you're going to do that. Like, I don't think I could ever fly over Yankee Stadium with leaflets telling people to become Red Sox fans. So, like, how do you during a fucking war when the country that's bombing your country is going to send you a leaflet? What the fuck does it say on it? Yeah, hey, sorry about most of your relatives. Anyways, you want to come over to our side? We could get you a ham sandwich there, fucking smoky. All right, let's see. World War II leaflets. Leaflet propaganda. All right, let's read a couple of these. Let me see if this would make you fucking switch sides. Go from Red Sox to Yankees, or fucking Dodgers to Giants, or fucking Avalanche to the fucking Red Wings, or Michigan to Ohio, or Alabama to Auburn, or Democrat to Republican. You get it. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at this one. Why are you Germans still fighting? Now, that's no way to get the reader. The question is extremely difficult to answer. Did they understand that these people spoke German? You going to write it? This is almost over my head, and I speak the fucking language. why are you Germans still fighting? Und why are you Germans still fighting? The Führer blew his fucking brains out next to his six of a chick there. The question is extremely difficult to answer. In fact, there is no reasonable answer to it at all. You go on fighting, although you cannot... I should really fucking click on the page here so I can read this a little bigger. Oh, and then it always disappears. Doesn't it always disappear? You just click on it. Where did it go? Okay, there we go. All right. You go on fighting, although you cannot help but realize that Germany is losing the war. Wow. Jesus. This would make me want to... Yeah, fuck these fucking assholes. You go on fighting, although you know that every day which the war still lasts means new destruction to your homeland, new danger, and new hardships to your family. You go on fighting, although it is clear that the only people interested in the prolongation of the war... Someone's going to read that in a second language? I can't even read it. Prolongation of the war are the party leaders who want to delay at any price the consequences which the Nazi defeat is inevitably going to have for them personally. In other words, we're going to hang them. Remember that your dear ones want you back alive. Remember also that there is only one safe way home, the way through Allied captivity. You know, we had a lot of balls dropping these after we were firebombing fucking cities, huh? Yeah, you know, I know we just burned your whole fucking city to the ground, and evidently you didn't die screaming in agony. The only way for you to avoid that is to become our prisoner. According to the Geneva Conventions, which has been recognized by Brazil, you will have the following privileges in Allied captivity. Oh, Jesus, this is the classic... checks in the fucking mail. You will be removed immediately from the battle zone. You will get the same food as Allied troops. If sick, you will be treated in the same hospitals as our soldiers. And after the end of the war, you will go home as soon as possible. Well, that's pretty vague. As soon as we decide when you can fucking leave. Did anybody believe a word of that? I didn't. I wouldn't do that. I was like, you know what the fuck? You know what these fucking guys are doing? They want us to surrender because they don't want us to kill more of them. They're just going to fucking kill us. You know what I say? Kill as many of them before they fucking kill us. Und ja, he speaks the truth. That was me in a foxhole with a Boston accent talking to somebody who sounds like Hans and Franz. How'd you like that? You didn't think that was coming on the old podcast there, did you? The fuck did I start talking about World War II leaflets? I was talking about buying a frying pan. Oh, yeah. So I get down the street. I'm driving down the old road there. Okay, it's a Sunday evening. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to knock this shit out before Monday comes around and all these assholes have to go to work. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry. It's an election year. All these hard-working Joe Six-Packs, they put their pants on one leg at a time. Anybody who's in my way is an ass. They're a cunt, okay? And I wish I was more enlightened to realize that I'm just impatient, but that's, you know... It hasn't happened yet. So anyway, I'm driving down the fucking road, cruising along, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, they're doing road construction, and there's just this massive fucking traffic jam. And I knew I had to do the podcast tonight because I'm doing some bullshit tomorrow morning. And I'm just like, can this fucking city, can it just ever give you a fucking break? You know, I got to tell you something. All this shit where they talk about New York, you know, if I can make it there, I can make it anyway. All that shit. You know, they're always blowing New York about how fucking difficult it is. I got to tell you, okay, as an outsider from Massachusetts, I've lived in both places. New York is definitely has its way of grinding you down, but there is no place like fucking Los Angeles, dude. This fucking city it's brutal. It just fucking, it never lets up. You know, and then the whole time you're just baking in the sun of the exact same weather every fucking day. And everybody on the East Coast comes out here and they're like here for 5-6 days. I'm like, God, this is great. This is great. Yeah, it is great. For 6 days, it's fucking great. But every day, waking up, and that fucking sun burning down on your fucking head. I'm telling you, this fucking place, and you combine that with being in this business that I'm in, trying to fucking move ahead. It is brutal. It's fucking brutal. And all that shit, you know. I can't tell you how many fucking New York comedians have moved out here and then moved back. I moved back. First time I came out here, I couldn't take it. I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I'm telling you, they're always talking, New York is so fucking real. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Bullshit. You couldn't take it. You couldn't take it, and you wanted to move back to your familiar surroundings to only be 20 minutes away from your grandmother's special sauce. That's why the fuck you moved back. All right? You dumb fucking leather coat. Oh, the pizza sucks out here, I'm telling you, if I had to vote which is a tougher city to live in, I would definitely say Los Angeles over New York. It is it fucking catches on fire out here. There's mudslides. There's fucking earthquakes. In New York, what's great about, I'm just talking basically trying to make it in show business. To live in New York in show business, what is great about it is you can get on the subway and stand amongst a bunch of regular people. Real people, right? And then you get to feel this feeling that you're real. That you're not this big showbiz fucking phony who wants their own goddamn TV show. Yeah, New York, it's so fucking real. Look at that chair. Look how real that fucking chair is, right? I just think because, everybody's all mixed into fucking together. You ride on the subway that these New York showbiz people, they just automatically think that they're everybody here is all plastic and phony because you come out to LA and the whole place looks like a fucking movie set, right? You sit there, you'd ride on the subway and you sit next to some fucking, some construction worker, union guy with his hard hat getting ready. And you start, yeah, I'm one of these guys. No, you're not. You're in show business. You're a big fucking phony, right? You're on your way to puppeteer school or whatever the fuck it is you're doing. Your little song and dance because you don't want to have a job. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said all that shit, but I really shouldn't have said that, having seen all the bullshit that I've seen, like, Bernie Sanders talking about, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. Like, I don't think it's, a good way to try to bring black and white people together by talking about how white people have never lived in a ghetto, because automatically you're just going to put them into a defensive posture where they're going to sit there and think about all the shit that they've gone through, and then they're going to get upset. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't, generally speaking, white people do not live in ghettos, although I think other races of people do not live in the middle of fucking nowhere off of the Appalachian Trail, washing their clothes in a fucking bathtub, sharing a pair of shoes. Some of that fucking horrific poverty that I've seen, that most of these fucking politicians will never see, I don't think. It's one of these fucking politicians, they should go on the road and open for a fucking comedian who's traveling to all these different things. You will see shit you can't fucking believe. You'll see levels of poverty you can't fucking believe exist in this country. I don't want to name cities, but there's some places down south. Jesus Christ. I remember one time I drove from Indianapolis to Nashville, and there was some place in southern Kentucky. I was running out of gas, and I pulled over, and the fucking humanity. My God. I swear to God, there was something in the fucking drinking water. I've never seen it. It was just like, how do I describe these people without just absolutely insulting them? I don't know. It was just like, when somebody's like so dumb, you get nervous. They start talking to you and they're looking at you, and you can tell they're just smart enough that they know that you think that they're dumb, and you're trying not to fucking give it away. So you just kind of put your eyebrows up like, oh, yeah. You try to get out of the fucking conversation. Yeah, it was like an entire gas station of that. Even the person running the gas station. And this was off a major highway. There was a subway. When you drive in the middle of nowhere, you don't ever go into just some fucking, mom and pop place. You don't want to do that. What you do is you stay brand loyal. You pull into the McDonald's, right? You get gas at the fucking Sunoco or whatever. You keep it fucking, you want to get breakfast? You want to try the mom and fucking pop place where everyone's going to fucking turn around and look at you? Or we going to Denny's? Anyways, I really should be talking about politics because I literally do not watch any of it. I know there was all that bullshit with Trump. I don't understand why people won't let Trump speak, and how you feel that that's going to derail his campaign. I think if anything, it'll just strengthen it. I'm sure there's probably plenty of Trump people that don't like what Bernie Sanders or Hillary's saying. They're not going in there and literally disrupting the whole fucking thing. right? I don't know. Just seems stupid to me. He's a fucking reality TV show star. Just let the guy talk. Who gives a shit? He's not really saying anything. He's appealing to some people. Who the fuck votes in a primary anyways? Aren't you guys like me? I vote once every fucking 4 years. I hate to say it, but I do. I vote for president. That's who I vote for. And I always vote for the fucking third party person. Although I don't know about Bernie Sanders. I don't know if I'm going to fucking vote for this guy. I'm just sick of, hey, we're going to take all the money from fucking these 10 people and give it to all you guys because all you guys deserve it, right? None of you guys are lazy cunts who don't want to pull their own weight. You're all angels. You're angels, and everybody up there is devils. Right? That dumb shit. It's just as extreme. It's fucking Donald Trump to the left. I can't listen to any of it. And then sitting right in the fucking middle, drafting behind both of them, is old fucking squarehead herself, Hillary Clinton. Huh? She's going to go right in underneath. Right in underneath. She's going to get in there, and you're going to have to listen to that fucking busted trumpet for fucking the next 4 years. Fucking filthy family. I don't like any of them. All three of them. You know what? You ever see on the Donald Trump show when he does like a combo firing? You know what? You're fired, you're fucking fired, and you're fired. That's what I would like to do with the three of them. Toss them in the fucking... I can say that because I only vote once every 4 years, and I do not watch the debates. All right? So you know I'm standing on firm ground here. I'm such a dope. Hey, you know what I did do? God knows it wasn't read something. I watched on Netflix, I watched that Ukraine documentary, Winter on Fire. It was just one of those things where I was just like, Jesus Christ. I knew I wasn't politically active, but watching what these people did, what they turned around, I'll try to give you a simple version of what happened, which, with my brain, that's all you're going to get, is basically what happened, I guess, around 2003, 2004. There was some fucking Russian dude, pro-Russian dude. He claimed that he won the fucking election. And they're like, no, you didn't, you piece of shit. You rigged it. And they proved it, and he got bounced. Well, in 2009, the same dude comes back, and guess what? He wins the election. Like that wasn't corrupt. So anyways, the Ukraine has a chance to join the European Union, right? To start being more like a European country. And for once and for all, get out from underneath whatever you call whatever Russia has, a dictatorship. So the fucking Russian dude who allegedly got elected legitimately, listens to the people and they say that that's what we want to do. We don't want to take a step towards Russia. We want to become part of the European Union. We want to have a future here like what we see going on in Western Europe. And all of the fucking politicians go, you got it. All right, the people have spoken. We're going to do what you said. And what do you think happened? Right in the midnight hour, they gave him the old right there, Fred. They're like, yeah, you know what? We're not signing that. And we're going to go hang out with old Vladdy Daddy over there, Vladimir Putin, and we're going to fucking shoot 18 holes of golf with him, and we're going to sell out your country to the Ruskies. So, started off this whole fucking revolution. I'm not going to say what the fuck. I mean, you got to watch it. It's unbelievable. But, it's not like it's not in the news. I mean, they ended up winning. They somehow ended up winning. And these fucking people had no weapons. They were just getting shot at. What I don't understand, I mean, I do understand it, but I there's no place in the world where you can protest. You can't do it. You protest, cops show up, and they beat the fuck out of you until you go home. And they arrest a few, and then that's it. What happens in this country with all of its home of the free, home of the brave, freedom of speech. Those fucking Occupy Wall Street people, right? They come down there, they beat the fuck out of them, and everybody knows the old trick. The same shit that they were claiming they did in the Ukraine, where basically when you have a peaceful demonstration, it's like, well, fuck, we can't beat the fuck out of them. What should we do? They hire a couple people to go down there and pretend to be the protesters. They throw a couple of fucking rocks, and then the cops go nuts. And then on the news, they're like, the protesters started attacking the police. The police were just doing their job. Blah, 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 blah. The police's job is to go down there and beat the fuck out of them. Right? Isn't that what it is? Oh, Jesus Christ, Bill. I don't know, Bill. What do you know? I don't know. That's kind of what I got out of it. I got out of it that it was an amazing documentary that these people actually, with basically no fucking weapons, and just, died, lost their eyes, had all these horrific fucking injuries, got kidnapped, disappeared, all of this horrific shit. And they were able to hold them off for a while. So then the fucking Russian guy ends up having to leave, right? He fucking leaves, and then, yay, we did it! He's a jolly good fellow. It's all fucking over. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this other revolution starts of people who are pro-Russia. So once again, all they did was they just had Russian troops pretend to be Ukrainians and say, wait a minute, we don't want to be free. We want to be oppressed, right? So now I guess they got to fight that thing. And since the documentary had been made, like 6,000 Ukrainian people died. But I don't understand why. If you just look at the United States of America, the amount of money you can still make if you're up on top, the amount of taxes you can get out of paying, the amount of perks that you can fucking have and just pass it on to the middle class. I don't understand why Russia still does the whole fucking dictator thing, or why any country does. Just set it up the way we set it up. You pretend that people, you give them, you let them be as free as they can be. You do the whole rhetoric, but basically there is still a ruling class, and you don't have to pay your fair share and all that fucking shit. It works out. And we know you're doing it, but as long as, you let us drive down the street in a convertible, listening to some tunes, man. Right? I mean, somebody's got to run it. I don't want to fucking do that shit. All of a sudden make decisions. I don't even like running my own website. There's no fucking way I could be sitting there making decisions for a whole goddamn country. I don't want to do that. What is that like every fucking day waking up? Another goddamn problem. That's why I think that's why you can't have a dictator. That's why they're all so brutally mean. After a while, they just get sick of answering questions. Wow, what's the problem? Where? I just fucking shoot him. All right, I don't care. I said fucking shoot him. Arrest him. Put him in jail. Fuck, I got to do everything around here. I'm sick of hearing about it. Anyways, so if you get a chance, all I'm trying to say is if you get a chance, check out Ukraine Winter on Fire. And I don't know. I should really start paying attention to politics more, but I just think it's all bullshit. I can't sit there and listen to it. I start screaming at the fucking TV. And I get all fucking upset. So why would I do that? And then I end up with 3 fucking options, none of which I want. I do have to tell you, watching old fat boy there from New Jersey, Jesus Christ, the look on his face when he was fucking listening to Donald Trump, that was the funniest fucking shit ever. That looked like a shotgun wedding. And all he was thinking is, how did I get myself into this? How do I get out of this? Jesus Christ. How much did he fucking binge eat that night? Poor guy. That's really bad. It's got to be, what sucks about being fat is people just know it, You can't hide that shit and just, boom, they just fucking right on it. I guess I'm a bald-headed motherfucker, so I got that now. But when I was younger, well, then I had orange hair. Orange, then it turned red. Yeah, I kind of got shit the whole time, if I really look back at it. All right, save you just some regular brown-haired, brunette fucking, I'm just, when you think about Chinese people, right? Because are there any redheaded, like naturally redheaded, naturally aspirated Chinese people? Hang on a second here. Natural redhead Chinese. 9 natural redheads from different backgrounds. The Forever War. Why a Chinese girl has red hair? Well, because there was a fucking military base nearby, I would think. All right. The Forever War. Why a Chinese girl has red hair. When you zoom out of history to the level where empires rise and fall and people migrate, conquer, collapse, and absorb and disappear, you find that the story is always the same. That, what? The tie stalk? The original stalk is light, non-black hair, non-brown eyes, fair skin. Wait, am I on a racist website? What the fuck am I reading here? The others are darker. The others are weaker, but breed faster. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I saw the red flags. The fuck is the name of this website? Koanic Soul, Life to the Neanderthal, Death to the Void. Christus Rex, The Forever War, Why a Chinese Girl Has Red Hair. Oh, God. The fucking internet is amazing. Just the fact that it just gives including me, just a bunch of fucking dopes. Why are blonde and red hair colors not seen? Can an Asian and a natural redhead have a redheaded Asian? Look at this shit. The redheaded Chinese girl. Asian red hair on Pinterest. The world's first Asian redhead. So I'm going to go out on my limb and say that they don't have any blondes or any of that type of shit. So I was just thinking, do you think that people get less shit? Like, what do you get bullied for in China? Oh, God, please let there be some fucking native Chinese people listen to this. What are give me the top fucking 10 reasons that Chinese people get bullied in China. It's probably the usual shit. Economic. It's going to be looks, right? There's always going to be better looking, mediocre, and then there's always going to be some poor bastard coming down the street. You know, something fucking happened. I don't know. Something's going on with his nose, his fucking ears. There's the kids. They'll find something. But you would think, you know, if everybody just had the fucking jet black hair, and maybe I'm more overly sensitive to this because I just came, you know, I came in the world with a bullseye, right there. There you go. What the fuck is that? Get it, right? This has been a fucking crazy podcast, huh? I don't have any advertising yet. This is usually the time that I tap out and I start fucking reading, but it hasn't come in yet. It has not come in yet. Let me see. I'll look it up right now, see if I got it. Why do I always have 50 fucking windows open? Oh, I got a French book here that I was reading. I wasn't reading. I was listening to it. It was a book, something about a wolf that wanted to change its colors. I've gone 15 or 16 straight days on Duolingo. Ask me to say something in French. I can't really, but you know what? I can read it pretty well. I know that means for children. Pour enfants, children. All right, what am I doing? I'm completely losing my train of thought here. Oh, fuck, here's something. Here's a window. This is the amount of shit I look up. One window, I have French school books. All right, and then the next window, I have Critical Engine opened up on Wikipedia. I was talking to Paul Verzi because we're doing this tour, and I was saying, like, all right, these are going to be like 4 or 5 hour drives, or we could rent a small plane, but it's going to be maybe two. And Paul's me, I don't like small planes. Starts freaking the fuck out, right? Like small planes, thinking it's like a Chevy Chevette, it's a piece of shit, like it's going to die. And I was saying, like, dude, it's going to be a dual engine. We're going to be fucking fine. You got 2 engines. I mean, the odds of them both fucking failing at the same time, and one of them can still fly the plane, you're fine. This is what I believed. But then I started looking it up because I was trying to give him some information. I was saying, like, look, I mean, I don't 100% know this shit, but this is what I've basically been told. And I started looking it up. And evidently, one engine, for the most part, is more critical than the other. And also, when one engine goes out, it isn't like you just keep flying it normally. Well, you know, we still got one. We're good. Like that, obviously, you know, it fucks with not the balance. What would it be? I don't know how to say it scientifically. It's not a jet engine, so there's no, like, thrust. Is there? Oh, Jesus Christ. Can you believe I have a pilot's license? Fucking unbelievable. All right, let's read this here. The critical engine of a multi-engine fixed-wing aircraft is the engines whose failure would most adversely affect the performance or handling abilities of an aircraft. On propeller aircraft, there is a difference in the remaining yawing, and that's just the nose going right to left, moments after failure of the left or the right outboard engine when all propellers rotate in the same direction due to the P factor. And I was like, what the fuck is the P factor? It has something to do with like when you're flying straight in level flight, okay, your propeller blades are, you have the angle of attack with the wind. It's basically coming straight. You're perpendicular to the angle of attack of the wind. That way you are getting the most bang for your buck for the work that the engine is doing with the propellers. But the more you angle nose up or nose down, the more the wind, the way it's hitting it, affects the performance, is what I sort of believe. I got all this mumbo jumbo in my fucking head. I have no idea. But so I started reading more about this, and there's all these fucking debates. I was always of the belief that if you had two engines, if you could afford two engines, you buy that fucking airplane because the engines run independently. So you got two fucking engines. What are the odds of both of them? One fails and then the other one fucking fails. But it's got to be almost zero. However, there's all these. Something? I started to read about it, and there was all these debates where, at first, it was obviously believed that more engines is better, is safer, and then somewhere along the line, somebody did a study and saw that more fatal accidents happened in dual-engine aircraft, and people were going like, oh, and then so maybe a single is better. And then that person came back and was like, no, you weren't hearing what I was trying to say. I was actually saying it was safe, and then it doubled back on itself, and I have no fucking clue what is safe. But what I did learn in it, in a very layman kind of way, was I had no idea that, it does make sense. If you just have one side working, that it'd be sort of pulling that side along of the aircraft more so than the other one, causing the other one to drag. And you'd have to, I don't know, crab your way into the fucking wind. I have no idea. But all I know is I was reading, it says if one of your engines dies and the other one's still going, you obviously have a much better chance of making it to the airport. They didn't say you would make it though. And here's my question to anybody out there who might know this shit. On your average twin-engine airplane, can both engines independently fly the airplane? You know what I mean? If one quit, do they both have the ability to have you flying fast enough where you can still maintain lift? Because then I was thinking like, okay, well, if they went from one to two engines, you're adding more weight to the aircraft. Well, I guess you'd build a bigger fucking plane. Sorry, I'm trying to do this math in my head. You build a bigger fucking plane. But my thing is do they then go, because of on certain aircraft, because it's a cheaper twin engine, it's that both engines in unison have enough power so you can maintain lift. But if you lose one of them, the other one can't still give you the 100% of the lift that you need. You actually only have like 60% if you still have the critical engine, or only 40% if the critical one goes out. Like I have no idea how that works. All I know is it scared the fuck out of me. That's all I can tell you. All right. Isn't it amazing the amount of topics I can talk about that I have no fucking idea? It's incredible. We're going to be doing some more here in the last half hour of this podcast. I guess now I'm just going to say that I'm going to stop here and read some advertising. I don't have it, but you're going to hear it now because you're listening to this in the fucking future. Okay, Dollar Shave Club, everybody. I'm recording this on my phone if it sounds fucked up. All right, DollarShaveClub.com has a special offer for new members who join today. You'll get a free month of the Executive Razor when you buy a tube of Dr. Cavi's Easy Shave Butter. This is the first time they've ever done something like this. And once you try DollarShaveClub.com, you'll become a proud member like millions of others. One reason is because they deliver amazing razors right to your door for a third of the price of what those greedy cunt razor corporations charge. That means when you join Dollar Shave Club, you can afford to shave with a fresh blade anytime you fucking goddamn well feel like, and it feels fantastic. You'll get a first-class shave when you use the Executive Blade without hurting your wallet. Another reason is their Dr. Cavi's Easy Shave. Using it with the Executive makes the blade glide gently over the smoothest shave ever. Hey, you might want to shave your balls with it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody at fucking Skin Shave here, Dollar Shave Club is saying to fucking do that. That was a joke. Okay? Drop your razor and wash the Kavi shave butter off of your ball bag. Do not do it. All right, back to the ad. Dr. Kavi's Easy Shave Butter isn't your average shaving cream. It's a unique conditioning formula with high-quality natural ingredients, leaving your skin unbelievably soft and smooth. And right now, members who buy a tube of shave butter get the executive razor for free. They've never done this before. Take advantage of it, and it's only available by going to dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. All right. What's up next? Oh, here we go. Our old friends are back. Headspace, man. Let's be honest. Most of your problems start with your mind. Jesus, I know mine do. Fear, anger, stress, anxiety, depression, sleeplessness, and freckles. They begin in your head, but they can wreck your life. Please include all of the following points during your read. I will. I always do. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can make a major difference in just 10 minutes a day. This change comes through guided meditation with the new Headspace app. Headspace, man, is meditation made simple. It's guided meditation that you listen to whenever you want, wherever you want, right on your phone, computer, or tablet. Meditation is rooted in thousands of years of tradition, and we've boiled it down to an app that we hope a bigger corporation will someday buy, so we can take the money, get some hookers, and a bunch of blow. With thousands of scientific studies that show its positive effects, like improving focus and relationship harmony and decreasing anxiety and stress. Join over 5 million users already using some Headspace, man, for free right now. For free! Download for free the Headspace app, and begin to take their Take 10 program for 10 days of guided meditation at headspace.com/Burr. Why don't I ever do this? I need to do this. I'm out of my fucking mind. The Headspace Take 10 program is a 100% free way to experience the benefits of meditation in your busy modern life. Train your mind for a healthier, less stress life. That would be great for me. You know? I'd stop screaming at people. I wouldn't be funny anymore, and I'd become homeless. But God damn it, I'd be happy. No, seriously, I want to do this. Headspace.com/Burr. That's headspace.com/Burr. Hey, man. Headspace.com/Burr. Fuck, there's 2 more. I hate this. I hate doing these. Trunk Club. No matter what time of year it is, yeah, you got to make every second count. Oh, shit, I need to look good with this zipper, and that means looking your best. No more ratty jeans or oversized hoodies. You're dressed like a fucking douche. Gee, wouldn't it be great if a trunk full of clothes would come your way? Sure. I know how you could do it. Trunk Club. Trunk Club takes the hassles, man, out of shopping, finding the best clothes for you and your style. You look and feel amazing, and you'll always have the perfect clothes for the season. But I don't want to go to the fucking mall. Well, that's the point of this shit. At trunkclub.com/Burr, you answer simple questions about your style, your preferences, your size, and you are assigned an expert stylist. Your stylist is going to go pick up all the shit that you asked for, then they're going to send you the fucking trunk. You sift through it, you keep the shit you like, you give the shit back that you don't like in their prepaid fucking trunk. Bing, bang, boom, you never have to go to a mall again. You're going to look great, and goddamn it, you look great, you feel great, maybe someone will suck your dick. Maybe you'll find your Prince Charming. Sorry, I had to cut through all the copy. Get started today at Trunk Club, and they'll style you for free. Plus, Trunk Club, free shipping both ways. You only pay for the clothes that you keep. Take advantage. Go to trunkclub.com/Burr. That's trunkclub.com/Burr for a trunk filled with clothes you're going to love. You don't have to go to the mall. It's a fucking joke. Why you're not doing it, I don't know. All right, Blue Apron, everybody. You need to know how to cook. Okay? It's time you grow up and learn how to cook. Not only do you feel like you know your way around a kitchen, ooh, who's feeling sassy, but cooking at home means eating healthier and saving more money instead of ordering out expensive takeout again. Hey, man, where do you start? Well, don't worry. Blue Apron has you covered. For less than $10 per meal, Blue Apron delivers all the fresh ingredients you need to create home-cooked meals. Just follow the easy step-by-step instructions. Each meal can be prepared in 40 minutes or less. No overwhelming trips to the grocery store. No more sad takeout. No matter your dietary preferences, Blue Apron makes it a breeze to discover and prepare dishes like smoky maple miso glazed salmon with Udon noodles? Udon noodles. Udon noodles. Udon noodles. U-D-O-N. Noodles. Mushroom, kale, and cheese quesadilla. Gross. Gross. Mushroom and kale and cheese. Ugh. It's like watching a fat kid eat paste. How about chicken and cheese? With lime, sesame, avocado, radishes, and salsa. Right now in your own kitchen, you can cook with ingredients that you've never used before, like watermelon radishes, fucko, I don't know what it is, with purple potatoes. And recipes are between 500 and 700 calories, so you won't become a fat fuck. Delicious and good for you right now. You can get your first 2 meals for free at blueapron.com/Burr. That's blueapron.com/Burr. Hey! blueapron.com/Burr. You know what? It's a better way to cook, goddammit. And there you go. Back to the podcast, you cunts. In the future. All right. Oh, I didn't even finish the fucking... I'm back. We're back after the advertising. We are back, I guess. Did I read it? Did I sound good? How much did I stumble? I never even finished the frying pan story. So I get all the way down to the fucking frying pan thing, all right? And we already have like the regular, 10-inch one. So I want to buy the 8-inch one that matches. And, of course, the only way to do that is I have to buy the whole fucking set. You know? And I was just like, you know what? Fuck you. And I bought one of those little pasta cutter things, and that was it. And I fucking left. I could, for the life of me, couldn't understand. One of them was $9.95. The other one was $21. And I sat there for 10 minutes holding both of them, trying to see, like, does it handle better? How is this one more than twice the price? I don't know, Bill. Why would you think it's interesting to us? I don't know. I'm trying to fill up a fucking hour here. By the way, I do have some dates, and I will never again announce cities that I'm saying, we're working on it. I'm never going to do that again. Like I said with Buffalo and fucking Syracuse, because that hasn't worked out yet. Now everybody's like, dude, what the fuck? You said you were coming there. I shouldn't open my big yap. All right? I am coming to Albany. I do know that. So people in Buffalo are like, dude, that's like a 4-hour fucking drive. I know. I'm sorry. All right? I'll figure something out. All right, here we go. On March 25th, I'm in Riverside, California. Riverside, which I believe is the beginning of the Inland Empire. Or maybe it isn't. I have no idea. On the 26th, I'm at the Terrace Theater in Long Beach, California. Unbelievable honor to be playing the place. That is the place where Richard Pryor taped live in concert, where he had the red shirt, the black pants, and the silver shoes. I will be standing on that stage. I'm sure they redid it since he's been there, so I won't be standing on the exact same floorboards, but I will be within the same structure. I'll be standing in the same place where he did stand-up comedy. To me, the greatest stand-up comedian of all time. On the 22nd of April, I will be in St. Louis. On the 24th, here's a great one. I will be in Iowa, in Ames, Iowa. 22nd, St. Louis, Missouri, and the 24th, I'll be in Ames, Iowa. I have not been in Iowa since I did the Rich Bitch Tour, way back in 2004. Speaking of which, did anybody, one of the guys I did the tour with, Donnell Rawlings, did you see that TMZ video? The guy's getting breakfast. He's got a $12 check. He goes outside to have a cigarette. He leaves his bag inside, and all of a sudden they came running out in Philly, screaming at him, thinking he was dining and dashing. Or chewing and screwing, dude, as we used to call it in Boston. You know what I mean? Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. He ends up getting in a big fucking fight and all that shit. He's got his bag inside. They won't give it to him. According to the shit that I read. It's just fucking unbelievable. And I can tell you that, as a white guy, that would not happen to me. That would not happen to me. That was fucked up. Definitely fucked up. And you know what? It didn't happen in Boston, all right? All you fucking haters. It happened in Philly. See? It's all around. It was funny. Donnell threw that punch and the dude caught it. The next time I see him, I'm going to tease him about that. I wouldn't do it now because it's fucking fresh, and it was bullshit. I can definitely tell you as a white dude that would not have happened to me. That's a complete racial profiling incident, but it was that fucking dude leaned back and just caught it. You ever see a pitcher just catch a fucking one that comes right back to the mound? He did that, but with Donnell's fist. Anyways, plow it ahead. May 7th. Orlando, Florida, May 8th. I'll be in Jacksonville, Florida. And, Cleo, what are you staring at me for? What's the matter? I'm not, I already gave you FOOD, so don't even look at me like that. I already took you out. What, you just want attention, buddy? You getting lonely over there? Huh? All right. Fucking dog is so needy. All right, Portland, Maine, June 4th, 2016. I'll be there. And I also know in the early April, I got a bunch of Canadian dates. They're all up on my website, billburr.com. So anyway, speaking of dogs, I kind of tweeted about this shit where, you know what fucking dog I have the biggest problem with? Like, their owners never have them under control. I'm not blaming the breed here, but there's just something about the owners and how hyper the dog is those fucking giant poodles. There was another one today. I was at the supermarket. This person had tied it up outside, and it's just literally outside the fucking supermarket the whole time. Row, 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 row. Just would not stop. Sorry, I get my dog all amped up. Those fucking dogs are insane. I don't know what the deal is with them. I think they're kind of like greyhounds. I really just think you need to run them around a fucking track for an hour every day just to get them to get it out of their system. But they got like that perm going on, so I don't think anybody really thinks it's an issue. Cleo, what are you doing? You're going to distract me on the podcast. You can't be this adorable right now. Okay, for those of you who don't know anything about pit bulls, they are like the most needy fucking like love bugs. They're ridiculous. Like, she just wants to crawl up here and fucking put her head in my lap and go to sleep. You know what I mean? She's not over in the corner fucking doing some prison workout, thinking about, people she wants to kill. Isn't that right, buddy? Now that I've stereotyped giant poodles, I'm going to try to undo the damage with pit bulls. Who's kidding who? My dog would try to rip your face off if you came into the fucking, into the house. She fucking barked at a guy yesterday, and I actually loved every second of it. I was sitting in my Prius on these mean streets of Los Angeles, downtown Hollywood, and some fucking degenerate came up to the window, and I don't know what the fuck, he was asking for money or booze or some shit, and my dog just fucking flipped out, and the guy jumped back, and everything was great. It's like having my own security, and the guy was such a fucking alky. He backed up off the car and then still mimed like, I want a drink. I'm trying to get some money for drinks. I just, I told him to beat it. Every once in a while I tell him to beat it, There was a one-legged homeless guy, and he seemed like he was sane. And he was talking to himself. Maybe he was a little crazy. But I would be talking to myself, too, if I had one fucking leg standing next to a stop sign, right? What else are you going to do? There's nobody else there. So him I gave money to. And I was actually joking to myself when I gave him the money and I drove away. I go, all right, there's my good deed for the day. Hey, let's go hit a rub and tug. Rub and tug. I can't believe fucking people go to those places, man. Don't you worry that the cops are going to show up any second? You're lying there with a fucking Woody, right? With a little fucking Woodrow Wilson, right? Some girl fucking giving you a little handy, and all of a sudden, everybody get down to the ground. You're like, oh, shit, right? And what are you going to do? Say it was legal? You're going to try to will that hard on to go away before that fucking dude comes in and sees you with half a stiffy? I swear to God, it hangs like that. I was in here. I had a problem with my shoulder, man. They're going to arrest you as you're fucking half naked. Bring you down to the jail. You're already ready to get fucked. You don't even have any clothes on. You got oil all over your body. What the fuck is wrong with you? So anyways, June 5th, I'll be in Albany, New York. And June 17th, I'll be in Newark, fucking New Jersey. At the New Jersey fucking Performance Arts Center for the fucking cocksuckers there. Really made me happy the other day. I was watching the NHL channel. They were talking about how the Bruins could potentially get the number one seed in the East. Unfucking believable the job that Claude Julien has done. And I'll tell you something right now, Dan Shaughnessy. You remember last year when you were calling for his fucking head and saying maybe he stayed here too long? You should write an apology article. Unbelievable how these fucking sports writers, because they got nothing else to write, will try to run out of town a fucking coach who brings us our first Stanley Cup in almost 40 fucking years. Why would you do that? Jesus fucking Christ, why would you do that? All right, let's read some of the questions here for this week. Oh, we got an update. I love when there's an update. Remember last week the granny fucking water? Remember that story? All right, here we got an update. Hey there, old Billy fucking water. I got an update for you on this one. The story has good news and bad news. All right, so last week, for those of you who didn't listen, I'll give you a little recap. There was some kid, he's engaged, he's getting married in 6 weeks, so he's over his fiance's house, his future in-laws' house. Her fucking parents. That's all I'm trying to say, right? So they're playing some card game, and evidently they're down to the final hand, and he has, the card's called Granny Water. I don't know what the game is or whatever. Some people sent me pictures of the card. The game does exist, but it's a really high point card or whatever. And he was laying down. I'm yawning. Sorry. He was laying down his card last. And basically when he laid it down, he was going to do the old fucking right there, Fred. I won the game. And he had the Granny Water card. And I guess in the end of the game, it's probably, you get it, you hold on to it, and you play it at a crucial point. So everybody's sitting there as everybody's laying the cards down, waiting to see who's going to fucking lay it down. So this kid fucking, it's finally his turn. He lays it down to be like, like hitting the last second three, I just won. And because he listens to the podcast, instead of saying I got the Granny Water card, he goes, look, it's all fucking Grant. No, he goes, it's Granny fucking Water. And just screamed it to his in-laws, okay, who never heard this guy curse before and do not listen to this podcast. So they just stared at him like, what was that? What is my daughter marrying? Like he just completely screwed the whole fucking thing up. So he was asking me for advice. Should he bring it up? Should he not bring it up? All right, now you guys are caught up. Here you go. He says, the story has good news and bad news. The good news is my fiance's parents were super cool about the whole thing. Super duper. I bit the bullet and waited until we went over for game night again last night. I apologized, of course, and they said they initially just thought, why am I yawning like this? Fuck. They initially thought it was really odd for me to yell like that without them knowing the context. But once it was explained, my fiance texted them about it. It was no big deal. It was a huge relief. We played the game again, and every time someone played that card, they did the whole Granny Water thing minus the fucking in the middle. Okay, cool. He goes, so my embarrassment will be immortalized. The bad news is that I mentioned that you read the letter on the podcast. Oh, no. You know what? You're one of those guys, dude. You just like stepping in shit. He goes, naturally, they wanted to listen to it. I thought it wasn't a big deal because they lived through the story and your commentary was hilarious. I warned them about the explicit nature of your podcast and that there were plenty of fucks throughout. The fact that you did the Granny Water thing before it was even brought up was perfect. Everyone thought the story was hilarious. That is until the P.S. If you recall, I may or may have not called Hillary Clinton a cunt. Oh, Jesus. That's right, you did. He goes, yeah, I know I'm a dumbass, Bill. My fiance just turned to me and said, did you write that? He said, my fiance turned to me and said, did you write that with that look on her face? I knew I was fucked. So, Freckles, I did the only thing I could. I said, oh, sorry about that. I didn't write it. Bill's email screener guy did. Andrew did. He picks the emails each week, then writes the little opening line, pun, and then sometimes throws in a PS to make them more entertaining. Well, now, why would you write this? Because if they listen to this, you're fucked. And you know what, dude? I have no sympathy for you. So here we go. He goes, they bought it, so we just listened to the rest, and we're laughing again by the end. So I threw Andrew under the bus on that one. I'm going to repeat my only good move from the last story and just shut the fuck up about it forever. In the end, all is well. Thanks for reading it out on the podcast. It seemed to help smooth it over. No worries. Just tell him not to listen to this one. He goes, by the way, I just bought tickets to your show, and I'm not going to say where the show is in case anybody's figuring out who the fuck this is. It's the week after my wedding, and my fiance/wife by that point is coming too. I'd love to meet you in person. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. All right, well, I'll be hanging out after in Iowa. Just scream out. Oh, I just said where it was. Oh, well, you're fucked. Granny Water. Scream it out, and I'll fucking say hello to you. All right, now everybody's going to do that there. All right, girlfriend leaving. Cleo, relax, buddy. Look how cold your nose is. It's usually not cold at night. You got a little gas left in the tank, huh? You want to go? Oh, okay, I got it. I'm not going to say the whole sentence. I'm going to take you know who, you know where when I'm done with this. All right? Cleo, go lay down, buddy. Could you please lay down? I don't have it in my heart to yell at you here. All right, could you lay down, you fucking bastard? All right, I love you too. Get out of here. Go on. Go on. Please. Can you lay down, please? Cleo. Yeah, step on all my shit as you go over there. Just go lay down. Jesus, dog whisperer, I am not. Oh, by the way, how about those fucking cunts at Wounded Warriors? How much money did I give them? If they're actual pieces of shit over there and they didn't give that fucking money to wounded troops, can I sue them to get the money back and then just give it to the fucking people they were allegedly going to help? I am really just, I'm done. I'm done with fucking charities. I'm fucking done with them. I just am, I'm going Donald Trump on this one. I've seen 2 or 3 bad ones, and now I'm judging all of them. Fuck them. St. Jude, I'm sticking with them. Okay, and if they end up if they're bad, then fuck all of them. I'm just doing what I did the other day. Drove up to somebody with one leg at a stoplight, observed that they weren't fucking wasted as much as I could tell, and there you go. Even if they were, I'd be drinking too if I had one leg, right? Standing at a fucking stop sign. I don't know what the stop sign has to do with it. What was the traffic light bill? Well, then, maybe I have some yogurt. Girlfriend leaving for religious mission. Hey, Billy Ballbag. My girlfriend and I are both college students, and although we haven't been together for too long, I could tell she is special in the way when you meet the one, you just know. She's the best person I have ever met. Kind, funny, intelligent, and on top of that, just drop dead gorgeous. Well, Jesus, lock that down, dude. If things seem to be too good to true, what? If things seem too good to be true, Jesus Christ. I gotta have some form of fucking mild dyslexia. Or I'm even dumber than I thought. It's a rough one. Things seem too good to be true. They are. She's Mormon. Oh, jeez. And she's leaving for her mission in July. If you don't know Mormons, I don't give a shit about Mormons. Just anybody who's actively religious, to the point it affects the decisions they make in life. Other than basic shit like, don't throw a rock at that guy because you wouldn't want him to do it to you. I'm with that. But, when you start forming other opinions on your fucking religion, I don't know. It starts to get a little Scientology, Judy, Buddha, fucking ism, whatever, all of them. Throw them all in one fucking Muslonian. It's a big fucking pot. You can stick it all in a fucking pot, right? Yeah, there you go. Shove it in the microwave, right? Turn it on and don't shut it off. All right, she's a Mormon, and she's leaving for her mission in July. If you don't know, Mormons are a type of Christian. I didn't know that. And they send missionaries around the world to convert people into their religion. And she's getting sent to Zimbabwe. Fucking Zimbabwe. They leave for 2 years, have to pay for everything themselves, and aren't allowed to contact home the entire time. Why aren't they allowed to contact home the entire time? That's fucking weird. If she goes, not only would that be the end of us, but it seriously hurts chances of her future career aspiration. We both want to become doctors. I'm an atheist, but I've recently found myself praying to Jesus that she doesn't actually go, because if and when she leaves, that will be the end of it. I don't know what to do. Should I break things off now? Should I try and convince her not to go? Waiting is not an option for me because we'd be completely different people by the time she gets back. Thanks, and go fuck yourself. I don't know, dude. I'm starting to think maybe she isn't the one for you. If you're just going to, if you have to debate telling her not, should I just break it off or tell her not to go? I mean, I think if you really love this woman, you'd be going, I'm just going to talk to her until I'm blue in the face and tell her not to go. And then even if she went, you'd be thinking like, well, maybe, you'd have a ray of light going, well, maybe to 2 years, I don't know, if we agree to fucking cool it for 2 years, It's only 2 years. When you look at the rest of your life, you're kind of like, we'd be two completely different people. Should I break it up now? Yeah, look, she wants to go to Zimbabwe, let her, to spread the fucking word of whatever the fuck they're doing there. Yeah, let her go. Just, what do you, listen, if somebody wants to go somewhere to go do something, what are you going to tell them not to go? Go ahead. Go ahead, go spread the fucking dumb shit they put in your head and go spread it on the other side of the world. It's poor fucking Zimbabwean people. Now, you went fucking Zimbabwe. I was assuming you meant because it's so far away you couldn't visit her. Let's see what's going on in Zimbabwe right now. Zimbabwe. That's exactly how it should be spelled. Zimbabwe. I'd be such a great fucking speller if everything was spelled like Zimbabwe. 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 Soon we'll be converting you to Mormon. You gotta get 2 years of your life to fucking, for what? All right, Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is a beautiful country in southern Africa that is known for its dramatic... Wait. Come on. Oh, this is the government. This is the government website. So this is all the propaganda here. It's absolutely beautiful. You can have your wallet fucking taped to your chest. No one will take it. Everybody's wonderful down here. Everybody's welcome. Please come down and spend all your fucking money, if you don't mind. Zimbabwe was voted the number one place in Zimbabwe to go 3 years in a row. Wow. Jesus. Look at that fuck. That puts Niagara Falls to shame. Holy shit. Zimbabwe is a beautiful country in southern Africa that is known for its dramatic landscapes, its diverse wildlife, see cobras and tigers, and its hardworking people. Home to the great Zimbabwe Monument, the mighty Victorian Falls, and the majestic Eastern Highlands. The country also boasts of world-class national parks in which a variety of animals, including the Big Five, can be found. The Big Five! What the fuck are the Big Five? Big Five. I got to go lion. Who's your Big Five? It's like the Chris Rock movie, Top Five. Give me your Big Five. I'd say the Big Five. You got to go lion, tiger, elephant, without a doubt, right? That's like Montana, Brady, and Johnny Unitas. The third one, you never know, right? Whatever. They're in everybody's top five if you know anything about football, right? All right, lion, tiger, elephant, hippos, rhinos, giraffes are big. Gorillas. Those are some big motherfuckers. Hang on a second. Now I got to look up Big Five. See, this is how you do it. What? I'm going to get the sports club. Big Five sporting good. Big Five animals in Africa. All right, in Africa, the Big Five game animals are the African lion, the African elephant. I like it says African, like what? As opposed to what? The Rhode Island one? The one at the fucking zoo? The Cape buffalo. The African leopard. And the white/black rhinoceros. All right, so I got three out of right. I said hippo, rhino. Well, where the fuck's the hippo? Big Five game. All right, in Africa, the Big Five game animals are the lion, the elephant, the buffalo, the leopard, and the rhinoceros. Oh, is this the thing that dentists pay to fly over and go fucking shoot these things? All right. So there you go. So we learned a little something here. That's the big five. The largest of these are the National Park in the west and the something else Transfrontier Park in the south. Has a total area of 390. All right, let's get to the real questions. Americans welcomed in Zimbabwe. Did we do anything? Did the upper 1% in this country piss them off? All right, Americans in Zimbabwe. Are you looking for fellow Americans in Zimbabwe? No, I'm not looking for a fucking pen pal. 6 things I had wrong. This is the last thing I'll read about Zimbabwe here. All right. 6 things I had wrong about traveling to Zimbabwe. Look at those elephants. I fucking love those things. I cannot believe people kill those things. How could you kill an elephant? I couldn't kill any of those fucking things. All right. The top 5 things. 6 things I had wrong about traveling to Zimbabwe and 1 I had right. Number 1, Zimbabwe is dangerous. At Matador, we believe most travel advisories and American perceptions of overseas destinations being dangerous are way overblown. I enjoy visiting cities. The big cities, are where the most violent crime is concentrated, like in the United States. It wasn't a surprise that Victoria Falls, as well as the couple national parks we visited, felt it just about as safe and as friendly as any place can get. In fact, Victoria Falls has such a small town feel that other journalists joked it had the vibe of a U.S. national park in the off-season. All right, cool. Zimbabwe's wildlife has all been wiped out. This was a big one for me. I love seeing wildlife. This is making me want to go there. 3, hyperinflation will make buying things a total hassle. After seeing years of news coverage, hyperinflation, I was expecting blah, 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 blah. I'd have to carry around bricks of $10 billion notes to buy a bunch of beer. But the currency of Zimbabwe has become so worthless, they've retired it completely, and the country now operates on a mix of foreign currency, including the South African, okay? Beyond the wildlife, there's not much to do or see. There's rafting, bungee jumping, micro light flying over Victory Falls, fishing, swimming. All right, well, what the fuck did you get right? I'm not reading all this shit. Look at this fucking video. Swimming in Victoria Falls? Get the fuck out of here. This is this thing that looks like it's bigger than Niagara Falls. No fucking way! So basically the water isn't flowing fast enough that these fucking guys... Okay, I got to send a link to this video. Who is the absolute fucking psycho that figured out you could do that? Dude, if you just saw the pasty, fat fucking white dude who just jumped in there. You know what's funny? He's there with two black guys, man. It'd be funny if they grabbed him and threw him over. That was for slavery. But I didn't do it! All right, all right, I got a copy of that. Jesus Christ, what a fucking lunatic. There's no way. There's no fucking way. No fucking way. All right, let's get back to the things here. All right. Where am I? All right, Tinder. Oh, Billy, let's read some emails for the week. I hooked up with this girl I met on Tinder. The first in years. I'm not a bad-looking guy. I think I just suck at small talk over text. Anywho, this girl is 21. I didn't expect it to go anywhere. After we matched up, we ended up hooking up. She's really cool. We've hung out a few times since. My friend and his girlfriend started saying that was gross. I am 30 years old. Now, I know my friend is being lame because his girlfriend was there, but gross, not at all. So I let them have their ignorant opinions, then I dropped the facts on them. She looks more like she's 24. Dude, this really isn't helping you. I look like I'm 25. That's also not helping you. She took extra classes to graduate college early and is already accepted into medical school. Still not helping you. She speaks 4 languages fluently. Oh, I see what you're saying. She's not a dumb fuck. She knows what she's doing. I don't mean hello and goodbye. She can carry on full-on conversations in Mandarin, French, and Italian, as well as English, of course. She has much better table manners than both of them. Oh, you said that? Wow, you just torched the whole friendship. I pointed this out to my friend's girlfriend who didn't have a napkin on her lap and her elbows were on the table and pointed that very fact out to her as well. Also, I mentioned that when me and this girl met for a drink, she put her napkin on her lap before she brought her drink to her mouth, which would have hovered over her lap. Awareness levels maximum 21. Who gives a fuck? I like to think I'm right and that I made a good point, but I need the opinion of Your Honor, Billy Burr. Yeah, fuck them. You're 30, she's 21. Who gives a shit? Good for you. You're fucking crushing it. She's a fucking adult. And she's not a dope. You didn't roofie her. And they're two miserable fucks in a relationship. All right, who got food coming out of the side of their mouth. Carry on. All right, my kid wants to play football. Hey, Billy Belichick. Belichick. I'm a huge football fan. Watch every week, yada, yada, yada. My kid is 7 and loves it too. He plays baseball and basketball and is really fast. We play catch with the football in the yard. And he's really fast, which has given him the desire to be a wide receiver. Granted, it's not the worst pounder you can get on the field. I don't want him playing football. He's a great athlete, but I'm not one of those delusional dads who thinks he's going pro in whatever he does. He's not small, but definitely not the biggest of his age group. How do I not sound like a cranky old man or worried old mother and explain to him how it's not worth it? Should I just show him footage from a 30 for 30 to scare the shit out of him? Oh, man, dude, that is such a contemporary question, relevant question, whatever. You know, I would actually defer this to the internet, believe it or not, and then you have to use your own judgment as to whether you're listening to somebody who is informed or somebody who isn't. Can you do like a middle ground and maybe hockey? Maybe you can get him into hockey. I guess you'd have to like hockey if you don't like hockey, because it would have the physical aspects of it. But those guys don't fucking slam into each other every play. You know what, dude? I don't know how to bring that up. I would just be honest with them and just say, listen, I don't want to seem like a cranky old man, and I don't want to seem like a worried mother, like you just said, but I'm really worried about the long-term effects of you playing football. And I would even say long-term effects, talk to him like an adult. Just say, yeah, I am worried that, you know, if you get hit the wrong way, God forbid, people get paralyzed, people die, people have people have brain injuries. I would go down that road and I would just say to the kid your concerns. And if he really wants to fucking play, then, you know, you just do what Peyton did. You just get some roids sent to your house, you put them in your wife's name, and you get this kid, you let him do a cycle right before the season starts, and you let him kick the fuck out of somebody else's kid, not yours, right? There you go. Okay. I'm just fucking around. Obviously, the first thing I said, I would seek more information on that and figure out how you do it in the best way. All right. Painting my house, man. Dearest Bill, my house needs painting. It has about 6 years. It's been about 6 years since it's been painted. We moved in 4 years ago. I've painted a house before, but my wife thinks I'm going to fuck it up and or it will take too long. You know what? I'm with her already. I've been telling her that it'll save thousands of dollars. She says that's not the point. She's right. It's not entirely the point. I make good money. I just want to paint the house. It's my first house, and I feel the need to do something to leave my mark on it, literally and figuratively speaking. It'll take me about 3 weeks to do the whole house, not working every day, but 3-4 days a week. I have a neighbor who's going to be home from college who I've introduced to music, and he's never heard listen to music he's never heard, so it's a great excuse to give the kid a few bucks while introducing him to early Soundgarden and Jane's Addiction. She started bringing things up like, well, what if it starts raining? She's got nothing left on this one. I have to paint my house. It's not a manly thing. It's not to prove a point. It's taking pride and ownership. Thoughts on this? I say you listen to your wife. Dude, you want to do something? You finish your garage. Do something like that, okay? Do something in there where it's a room that she doesn't have to fucking deal with. Just have some pros come over there, have them knock it out, have them charge you through the fucking nose, and you sit inside drinking a fucking beer, all right? There's other shit that you can do on the house. You know, painting a fucking house that's a big one, dude. That is a big one. I understand that you want to do it. But yeah, I'm with your wife on this one, dude. You know, you already got a fucking job, okay? You're making good money. Pay somebody to do it, all right? There's a bunch of shit on my house that I started to do, and I just started thinking, you know what? I'm making a good living. Fuck this. Why don't I have a pro come over? I can do it. I can figure it. I was patching up holes in walls. I was learning how to do that shit. You know, I was fucking fixing the J-trap under my sink and doing all of that fucking crap. I learned all of that shit in my last apartment. Then I got to the house, and it's like, all right, well, I can do this, or I can have a pro come over here and do it fucking right, okay? Now, I'm speaking for myself here. My house was fucking wall, floor to ceiling, inside and out, do-it-yourself fucking hacks, all right? And I wasn't going to carry that fucking baton anymore. Everything that I had done on my house has been done by fucking professionals. And my house is, as much as I bitch about it, it's 70% the shit at this point. It really is. Once I get this garage done, and then I got, my kitchen's fucked up. Don't even get me started with all the exterior doors and windows, okay? And the wood rot and some of the other shit I have to deal with. But generally speaking, like, this fucking place is solid. And, I don't know, dude. Fuck that, dude. You don't go up a fucking ladder. You know what I mean? Mixing the goddamn paint, doing all of that bullshit. I would, yeah. Just pay for it. Just pay for it and just say, this is what you do. Don't just do it. Just don't do what your wife says. Get something out of it, all right? Be like, all right, you know what? I thought about it. I don't agree with it, but I know that you would feel better if somebody else did it, okay? So I am going to hire a professional company to paint the house. And she'll be like, okay, good. I'll be like, I'm not finished. However, because I am doing that, I am going to redo the garage. And the garage is going to be a place where me and my friends, we play poker and we smoke cigars once a week. I'm going to have my own fridge in there. There's going to be a lock on the door that you do not have a key for. When you see exotic women walking in and out of that, you are not to ask questions. Is this understood, right? You just say crazy shit like that, right? Over the fucking top. And then she's done laughing. Then you say what the fuck you really want. It will pale in comparison to fucking exotic women walking in and out of your garage, and you'll be fucking in. So I would think about what else you want. All right? And at the end of the fucking day, you're going to get something that you want, and somebody else is going to paint your house. I think you're going to win. Personally speaking, that's what I think. All right? And you know what? That's the podcast for this week, motherfuckers. Thank you for listening, as always. And I'm really excited about all these dates that I have coming up. And I cannot fucking wait to go to Iowa. I'm so excited about it. St. Louis. Some of the great fucking sports fans I've ever met in my life are in St. Louis, and God knows they got enough Budweisers. Long Beach is fucking the goddamn motherfucking Richard Pryor gig. Riverside, California. I fucking, when I was learning how to fly, I had to land there when I did the fucking French Valley flight. I had to fly to Riverside, then out to French Valley, and back to Long Beach. Shit, I might fly over there. That would be awesome. Ames, Iowa, obviously cannot wait to go to there. Orlando, I haven't been there in a minute. Jacksonville, Florida, last time I was there, I went to a gun range and shot fucking guns with silencers. You think I'm not going to do that again? Portland, Maine, my old stomping grounds. Albany, New York. Newark, New Jersey. These are all places. I love all those places. I can't wait to get out there. I've been working my ass off on my act. If you come out, I'm going to make you laugh your fucking ass off, okay? So if you can make it, I would really appreciate it. All right. And I'm actually trying to think of a tour name. If you can come up with a name for it, because these dates, I'm in Canada, I'm in North America, I'm in fucking, Canada is North America. I'm in the United States of America, right? I'm on the East Coast. I'm in the Midwest. I'm in the South. I can't think of a name for the tour. I don't know why I have to name the tour, but my agent says I got to come up with a name for it. So I'm thinking the Checking In on You tour. I don't know what. If you guys got any ideas, just tweet them to me. At Bill Burr, whatever. I don't even know what my Twitter is. You know what? I don't even know what it is. So whatever. If you got time to look it up, send it to me. If you don't, I understand. All right, go fuck yourselves. I'll talk to you on Thursday.